Welcome back, everyone. I'm Owen, this is Nick. We are not a husband and wife team, but what we do have is Hum's husband and wife team who are driving the cars today. 3, 2, 1, go.
What a boy.
Go on, boy. Oh! He's back on it!
I love this now. Look at that.
You watch him, he's gonna run her down.
She's going to be on the gas now.
Yes! he was sideways all the way
He's going to make her go, I've got to get on the throttle now, because he's going to be in her mirror. I reckon she's thought, do you know what, we've got to drive his home. It ain't worth
Take it easy.
the kitchen table to go, you cut me out.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Owen, this is Nick. We are not a husband and wife team, but what we do have is Hum's husband and wife team who are driving the cars today.
Yes, yes indeed. We do have a hamburger versus a Frankfurt, which is an interesting way, because they're both V8s, obviously.
Yep.
Put about in very different power plants, aren't they? So this is around 700 out of the box, but this is not standard.
No, this is a Hellcat that's been modified it's got cheap tyres on the back, which is really interesting. So you've got a 900 horsepower Hellcat, which is designed to do drag strip runs and, you know, on the highway, blasting it and stuff like that. I've never seen one on a race circuit, so this is going to be really interesting. Comment below if you've ever seen one of these go around a circuit, because I don't think you would have done, but it's versus a Mercedes, a very comprehensive, finely tuned machine, whereas this is more bringing a sledgehammer to do a scalpel's job. Which
That's
is
it.
the term.
Yeah,
anyway,
absolutely.
So we're using some special equipment today, aren't we, Nick?
Yes, exactly. RACELOGIC have sponsored us today. They sponsored our track battles. We're going to be using the 25 Hertz Performance Box Touch for them to practice on in the morning.
Yep.
So they'll get live data, section by section, if they're doing better or worse than their previous best. Then it gets interesting. We go to the actual battles. We're going to do something slightly different for these battles. We're going to do a cat and mouse. So from the practice sessions, we'll find out who was the slower driver or the slower car, send them out first, and then we'll wind them in with the quicker car when we'll be using the Performance Sport. So that won't give them any information on live breedings or any live timings. They'll just get the information recorded, and then we'll find out who's quickest.
Ooh, it's
Should we chat to the drivers and find out why they brought these down today?
Well, yeah, I think we should do.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
go. I'm here with the Hellcat. This is not a normal Hellcat. This is Sean. Sean, thank you so much for bringing this here today, mate. This is just, it's got a lot of presence, hasn't it? This is an absolute animal of a car. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it? It's not a stock one, is it?
No, it's not stock. I won it off of one of the competitions.
Yes.
Ricky on LLF.
So that begs the question, how much did this car cost you?
About £100.
100 quid for a Hellcat. Just give us a quick rundown of what's been done to the car.
So it's running about 914 horses.
Yeah.
It's the air filter injectors. It's got Armatrix exhaust on it. A couple of other bits. It got remapped by a company in America online. They've done it via the internet. Yeah, all the rest of it's standard, really.
I mean, it is like, when you say standard, we're talking about a Hellcat. I mean, it's 900 horsepower and it just looks, it's everything a muscle car should be. For those of you viewers, I love a muscle car, and this is everything I love about a muscle car. Even the colour.
Yeah,
the colour's
it is my favourite colour.
It's gorgeous, absolutely stunning. So we're not the normal question we would ask is, you know, how do you feel about the competition, who you're racing against? But in this instance, you're racing your wife. Do you think you got the Merc covered?
I hope I've got the Merc covered. It's quite a short track.
Yeah.
It's not got a lot of fast tracks for me to just use the power, and this is a lot heavier.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
And the Merc's a quick car anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
we're going to find out. So anyway, we'll go over to Nick. Nick is talking to Sean's other half with the Mercedes.
So, Rachel, thank you so much for bringing down your Merc today. So, how long have you had the car?
5 years.
You've had it, oh, about 5 years, okay, cool. And have you used it on track, or?
No, I've not. I've been
Okay.
a passenger,
Okay.
but I've not driven it on track yet, so.
Interesting.
First
So,
time.
a passenger around this track or a different track?
No, brands.
Oh, nice, that's
Different
more
brands.
down our end, yeah, nice.
yeah.
And how was that?
Yeah, I loved it, but we do need to get coilovers for it. So
it's
as
a
a
bit
passenger, it was a little
boaty.
bit, oh, really was.
Okay.
Really, really was. So that's the next step.
And modifications-wise, obviously, you know, you talked about the coilovers, but it's just got an upgraded diff, is it?
Yeah, coif diff.
A Quaife diff.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
cool.
recent.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. And then, so you've not tracked this, but you have tracked cars. Is that right? Okay. So what else have you tracked?
So M2, M4.
Oh, wow.
And my favourite is actually the Mini.
A Mini, yeah.
Great
Okay,
fun.
cool. What, like an old Mini or a newish Mini? or-
So the new shape,
Yeah.
and yeah, set up for the track. So it's
Wicked.
just a track
Okay.
car, so
So
brilliant
you're
fun.
used to a small capacity front wheel
Yep.
drive, and now
Yep.
you're going to
Yep.
a roaring V8 and rear wheel drive.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Keep it on the black stuff.
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to compare to your husband in the Hellcat?
Well, I think the Mercedes is definitely set up better for it.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
So I've got the advantage,
Uh-huh.
but he is definitely the better
Oh,
driver. So I don't know where it's going to go.
Are you both competitive?
Yes.
That's all I need to know. Okay, let's get you some practice laps in,
Yeah.
and then we'll go out for the battles.
No worries.
Wicked, thank you. Okay, so there you go. You've seen us talk to the drivers, and you've seen us find out what they think the prediction's going to be like. What do we think, though?
Well, I mean, I've seen both of them going around track.
Yeah.
And they both look like they're performing really, really well.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, even though the Hellcat is a much more powerful car, he's pushing that hard. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
the Hellcat might reel it in. That's just, yeah.
Well, we've got the practice times, and the Merc was slightly slower, so we're going to send the Merc out first. The Merc is just behind me. She's there. Do you want to go out? Oh, she looks eager, to be
Eager.
fair. Eager. Shall I do a 3, 2, 1? 3, 2, 1. We'll get a nice sound of a V8 now. Okay, so they're going to do warm-up session.
Yep.
Get the tyres nice and hot, and then 3 time laps. So when they get round, we'll just keep an eye on the Merc. When he gets round to the top end of that, you can send your guy out.
Oof, and I can't wait.
You get to release a Hellcat.
I know. And what a
excited is that?
phrase that is, releasing the Hellcat.
Look at it.
So where's she got to get to? She's got
So
to
we're going to literally get round the top end, down towards
where Stu is-ish.
Bunga Bunga.
Bunga, bunga.
There's a corner you don't forget. in a
There
lot
we
of
go, ladies and gents. Calm down a bit.
Will he
through
reel
there.
it in?
Oh, well,
It's interesting, isn't it?
we'll find out.
See.
So,
This is the slight difference we're doing with this battle. Isn't it?
here we go.
So just leave a little bit longer.
She's
I
out
think
of there.
that's- I think that's fairly fair. Do you want to
Okay,
send your boy out?
Sean, 3, 2, 1, go.
What a boy!
If you're going to start, that's the way to do it, ladies and gents.
You call that Hollywood tyres, don't
Man,
you?
that is Hollywood tight. That is exactly why I love muscle cars. And if he'd have stopped at the end of the track and come back in, I would have been satisfied with that. That was amazing. Thanks very much, Sean.
That's what
Made
he
my
needed
day.
to do.
That was
That's
it.
it.
He's done it for me.
He's won in your book.
Yeah, oh, listen to it. That sounds like an absolute weapon.
It literally does sound like a weapon. What's interesting is, she's not. Oh, there she is. I'd say she's not actually come back round yet. So here she comes now. Okay. Oh, really in, really in. Well, look, I don't want her to really.
Listen to it. Listen to it. You can still hear it. It sounds like.
Quite angry.
Do you know what it
Here
sounds
comes
like?
the Merc. She's taking it easy. She's taking it easy. That's fine.
Oh, yeah. No,
Because she
just
don't want to
warming
go
the
too
tyres
silly.
up.
Yeah, warm it up. That's it.
Do you know what it sounds like from a distance? That car sounds to
End
me.
of the hill,
Well,
well.
do you know when like the Spitfire? You go to an air show and a Spitfire comes over. It's
Yeah.
got that kind of like.
Burning engine.
Yeah, it's got that kind of like rasp to it.
Here it comes from the chicane.
It's gonna be interesting.
The thing is, it's quite weighty, isn't it, compared to the Merc?
Heavy car,
And
really
it
heavy
sort of
car.
Really like gets its elbow down. So let's see it come through here. This will be interesting. The supercharging.
Listen to that supercharger. Go on, boy. Oh, there He's back on it!
Love that.
He's not scared of getting back straight into
Every time I
it.
turn around, it just looks like we're in a cop movie.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. It does feel a little bit like that.
5.0 or something, yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Good colour as well, isn't it? That purple. It looks great.
It
suits
is,
it.
what was the colour? It was,
I don't know the exact colour code.
yeah, no, there's a name for it. I'll come back to you on that one.
Purple.
No, there is a name for it. And the Dodge have got a,
Purple or something to make it sound.
I'm going to Google that in a minute.
Okay. Soho purple.
No, it's something like...
It's not really American, is it?
I'll find out.
Soho purple sounds like a strip club. Here comes the Merc now. She's winding it a little bit more.
She's coming in pretty hot there.
Hot now. She's coming in hot. Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully those tyres are starting to work.
So this is her coming into a time lap now. So she's done one practice, and here she comes for a time lap.
So this is the first time lap, so she'll be toe in now.
It's not a bad sounding engine, is it? It doesn't sound obviously as raucous as
Do you know what? It sounds a bit lazy. It doesn't sound like it's working really hard.
compared to this boy.
And he's...
Let's see if he goes wide again.
Would you listen to that? Here he comes.
Squirrely. It looked a little bit squirrely on the back end, didn't it?
Golly.
I mean, when would you ever see this car?
This is it. This is what I'm so excited about. Like, I've never seen a Hellcat. I mean, people don't take AMG Mercs on track days, do they?
No.
Right.
No, they're taken to outside a person's house at a certain time in the morning to exchange an item for monetary value.
That's subjective. We'll leave that to the audience.
Physically polite way of putting that.
Big old flames coming out the top. It's a real monster. I bet he's wrestling. I mean, obviously I can't see it. We'll find out in the footage.
We'll see the footage, yeah.
I bet he's wrestling with that steering.
Do you reckon?
I think.
A real battle going on. But I would say he's catching up with the Merc.
Well, I think that's going to be quite.
I think that's what's happening right now. I've got a peek round here. Yes, he's only a corner away. After one warm-up, 2 laps, he's a corner away.
And we can still hear that from the opposite end of the track when the car is facing the opposite way as well.
Off the track, and so this is coming around for a second lap now.
It's the second time lap.
But I'll give her that. She's tidy. Oh, look at that! Look at that now.
That's a good shot.
I love this now. Look at that.
You watch him. He's gonna run her down.
Now, she's gonna be on the gas now.
Yes! He was sideways all the way
down.
down.
Make her go, I've got to get on the throttle now, because he's going to be in her mirror.
Anyone that's done a track day will feel the pressure of when someone is behind you or you're in front, and you're like, I just need to get it in, and that's when you're going to make a mistake. Look at it though, running it down.
Mate. What are the AMGs? What are they out of the box? Are they?
Well, I was talking to Nicholas Stevens about it, and we reckon about 450, 460, something like that.
So he's got twice the power.
Yes, and half the grip.
Oh, he's gone past. He's made it past. I reckon she's thought, do you know what, we've got to drive his own. It ain't worth
Take it easy.
kitchen table to go, you cut me out.
I kind of want to watch.
Well, if he's got past that, I mean, unless she set a blistering lap in between, I'm not too sure if she did. Not to take any credit from her, but that Hellcat is a real monster.
It's something else. And to drive it, like, that aggressively.
The world's going to end tomorrow.
And I've got to get back real quick.
Yeah. I want to see it come through, because he's really going through this corner now. So this is his final lap now.
Yep.
And she's coming into her final lap.
Superchargers.
I know. Oh, he's come in. I mean, he has already won.
I mean, yeah, if he's gone round her, then just listen to it. What a weapon.
I mean, that was an impressive race. That was impressive.
Out of everything, I mean, I love race cars.
Oh, smell.
I know, yeah. Tyre.
Do you remember the scratch and sniff stickers? Shame you can't get that.
Brakes.
Yep.
When you see track cars go round, I mean, everyone loves seeing a circuit car go round, but when you've got something as sketchy as that,
and you're something it round.
Yeah, there's something a little bit more like, a bit of a draw towards it.
That was entertaining. Someone who drives a car when he got it for 100 quid, isn't there?
Oh yes, exactly. There is that. He did actually in the practice session. He did more than a quarter of a tank of fuel in a few laps. Jesus. So that gives you some sort of idea as to the economy.
Well, there you go. So as you've seen, I mean, we will check the times just to see the difference.
Yeah.
But the Hellcat obviously made it past.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
we'll catch up with the drivers, and then then we'll start the video from there. But yeah, that looked awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Let's go chat to them.
Something different. Let's go.
Okay, so there you go. That was quite an exciting battle. One of the most exciting ones we've had, actually.
I loved watching it. From the bystander's point of view, it was amazing. Yep.
And Obviously, there was one car that was quicker. Well done to yourself. And the Hellcat proved good.
Excellent.
But obviously, we're interested in the timed run. So, yes, he did overtake.
Yes.
But how fast?
But just because he overtook, it doesn't mean it's completely self-explanatory. So, Rob's got some times. Rob?
Yes. Rob from RACELOGIC, hello.
Hello, Rob from RACELOGIC.
So I've had a look at the data that we recorded on the V-Box Sport. The AMG did it in a 1:31.80.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Hellcat was a 1:17.52.
I mean, let's remember the Hellcat is on.
designed.
It wasn't ever designed to do that, and it's on cheap tyres at the back. It's on cheap tyres, and you're trying to control 1,000 horsepower on cheap tyres. To run that sort of time, it's fair game. I mean, that's pretty good going.
Yeah, I think that's very impressive. You happy with that?
Yeah, very happy with that.
Stayed on the track as well.
Sideways happy, yeah. It's true Hollywood tyres, wasn't it? It was
yes.
brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. We certainly did. We're going to be more track battles coming this way.
Yep.
So please, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and they can hit the bell. And we'll see you on the next track battle. Thank you very much. Cheers.
10 toes down on my ride with the